Hi Pisces, and welcome to your weekly tarot reading for the week of November. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're doing really well. This reading is for any sun, moon, or rising Pisces. We will take a look at the cards. We'll get a sense of the awareness for the week, guidance, and possible outcomes. I will also choose a couple of oracle cards for additional information. So let's just get started with your reading. Okay. So we have the Eight of Swords. We have the Death card, and we have the Four of Wands. So the Eight of Swords, we see the cat here blindfolded and standing and kind of enclosed by the swords, also bound across the body, lightly bound. This is a card of feeling restricted, of feeling trapped within a situation, and you kind of feel maybe that you don't have a lot of options. And so when we feel that way, sometimes we feel overwhelmed. We feel stuck where we can't move forward, we can't move backwards, we're just really not sure what to do. And, you know, this could relate to many situations. It can be a relationship that is not fulfilling. It could be a job that is unsatisfying. It could represent debt, of feeling stifled because of debt. So this is a card where you can get a sense of the cat here being blindfolded. It's just I just can't make a move. Also, there's a sense of sometimes with this card of not wanting to see the truth. What's important about this card, though, is that, you know, everybody has these days where you are maybe feeling overwhelmed or just feeling bound within a situation and just wondering, how in the world am I going to change things? And it's up to you to think about like a small, tiny step to try to get away from being enclosed here by the swords. And, you know, this is a loose bounds. These are loose bounds, so they can be torn off. You can take that first step away from the swords. So it really is making a first step of trying to get yourself out of feeling trapped. And, you know, when you're trapped in a job, an unhappy job, it's, you know, it's a heavy weight. And when you think about all the bills that you have to pay and everything, you know, related to, you got to keep my job, you know, it's hard to think in the big picture of what I would really like to do. But, you know, maybe there's something that you can do, just a tiny step of looking online. Maybe there are night classes at a community college. Maybe there's some path within a company. Maybe there's a place that you could volunteer for. So, you know, it takes, everyone feels this trapped and feeling restricted within a situation and kind of like we don't have control over, but, you know, take a tiny step towards freeing yourself and towards looking at the situation truthfully and realistically. And then we have the Death card, and this Death card is quite, it's pretty creepy, and that's good. I think it should be creepy, you know, perhaps. We see the little, looks like a pig, I'm not sure. So with death, you know, things and cycles come to an end, and that's just part of life here on earth, is that journeys end. Living things don't last forever. And, you know, there's a sense of, when the Death card comes, that it's clearing the way for something new to be born. It's clearing the way for something new that can lead to happiness. It can lead to a brighter future. It can create big changes within your life. And those changes can be positive. So, you know, it's really about making the best of what is thrown your way. And if you are dealt a difficult hand, it can be very frustrating, it can be difficult, but it's the matter of how you react and how you are able to show grace through the challenging times, and to live with grace, and to, to be the best person that you can be. And with the ending of cycles, whether it's a relationship, maybe it's saying goodbye to a crummy job, maybe it's you're sick of this town, I'm getting out of here, then you're creating that new opportunity to be, to be reborn, really, to have a new phase begin, to transition into a new style of life. Sometimes it hurts, and you just deal with the hurt and you move on. And you have to just keep on plugging and keep on walking and keep on doing what you're doing. And ultimately, here's this beautiful Four of Wands card. And the Four of Wands traditionally is about joyful celebration between, friends or family, celebrating a milestone, weddings, and, anniversaries, birthdays. It's recognizing traditions and having fun. There's a sense of stability. Happiness and excitement is coming. But there's also another piece to the Four of Wands, and that is, if you see the frogs here, they're quite a ways from the house. And this house could be symbolic of the things that have kept you feeling trapped. And here's this freedom where you can start to walk away and begin something new. And so in the traditional Rider-Waite, you see the people kind of walking up the hill away from the tower or the home site, and they're got their hands raised in the air. It's like they're celebrating moving forward. And so this can be marriages, it can be relationships, it can be happy times ahead. And so really, what are we seeing for Wednesday? We're seeing that something we have to let go, and we have to deal with it the best way that we know how to do. And letting go of a situation perhaps that has been stifling or overwhelming, or at least making a headway into it. Things don't flip in an instant. It takes time to work through challenging places where you feel overwhelmed or restricted. So let's take a look at the numbers. 8 and 13 is 21, and 21 and 4 is 25. And that reduces to 2 plus 5 equals 7. 7 is about reflection. It's about knowledge related to your mind and discovering. And so maybe this relates to discovering how you can start to just creep away from feeling this trapped sense. And self-discovery, really, in dealing with things that end and that facilitate change, that create change within your life. Happy times ahead, that's for sure. So I wish you a wonderful first day of November on Wednesday. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, or comment. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It's a great way to stay connected and to show support, and I'm very, very grateful to all who subscribe and who are not subscribers but watch. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you'll come back again tomorrow for another daily tarot reading. Take care. Bye-bye.